All right, so today is day 29. We're almost hitting 30. We're coding every day until I get employed. Today I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna do a little bit of live coding, because I haven't coded anything today. It's 9:48, so I'm trying to code for like 30 minutes, try to solve a problem, one of my things. Actually, so far I've actually done a homework assignment. This one right here, I've done this one, but I don't think I can show it because it's like homework, and I don't want to get expelled. Like no one's gonna see it, but just in case. Um, and I wanted to work on my project anyways. And so I think, at least for me, life coding is important for like two things. One, I think it's important for getting me to articulate my ideas because I think that's a very important. No, I think that is a very important skill that I'll need to learn and develop as I continue moving forward. And two, I think it would also help me with overthinking because sometimes I'll try to solve a problem, I'll have the answer, but I think I'll overthink things in my head. And I think just speaking out loud would probably help me. And also, I think just showing myself live coding will probably help me improve because I feel like if I'm pretending I'm being watched, I'm gonna try to work a little faster. And yeah, so let's kind of get into it. So let me open up the code. So far, what I've done is I've set up. At least I was trying to set up. Let me actually deploy this real quick. Uh, can I deploy here? No. No, I'm just gonna make a new terminal. Let's just, yeah, because we ended it already. So make a new terminal. Tempodoro pm run dev. So it's 49. So let's say to like 1040. No, 1020. I don't know what type of math I was just doing. So basically, what I did beforehand is I was trying to get it so my timer can switch between the different modes that it was gonna need, and I implemented that by making use of these I guess use states. I'm not entirely sure what these are, but I'm using them, so I think I know what they are. But basically, I set up a display, a limit pomo for limit pomodoro and limit short, and basically display is going to be what's displayed right here, and limit pomo is going to take in the variable for whatever the user inputs. It's going to stay 25 at first, but if I like switch it to like 1, you're going to see this switch to 1, right? So that's going to be where the user inputs values. Limit short is going to be the same thing. I want to have a button where the user can also put limit short as well. And that's going to be the limit for short. And then I also have a set count. So this count, what it's going to do is going to count how many times we've been through a Pomodoro timer. So that way you can switch to the short timer. And then after that, we have the clock, which basically tells us which timer we're on. And so I'm using these to switch between different timers. I think I already explained that beforehand, but let me make sure this actually works because I don't think I checked if that actually worked last time. So let's check if that actually works. So let's give ourselves like, again, 0.1 so we can get our seconds. Let's actually switch. Let's just go through all 4 of them. So let me set, let's set this to 1. And then we have limit short. We can set that to, let's go 0.2 would be fine. Okay. Let me see. So why is it not? Oh, set limit pomo. I don't know why I didn't set this to 0.1. Actually, no, let's keep it 25 and then let's change it here. Okay, that's working. So this is also changing with it. So yeah, I made sure that when I made sure, where is it? Right, where am I? Where is it? Reset running. Remember, I always get lost in my code. It's not good. Yeah. So yeah, I made sure that I can change. Like if I change the number here, and it ends up changing the set display, and it ends up changing the limit pomo. This is if you do nothing there, and this is if you do something there. So set limit pomo gets set to the val, and set display also gets set to the val that the user inputs. So yeah, let's just test if that works. Let's start. Two. Okay, because this is 0.2, yeah. Oh. What happened? Okay, something bad happened, so let's, okay, good, we're gonna fix this problem. Okay, refresh. So basically what ended up happening is I started it, went to the second guy. When I went to my short timer, something happened there. So this definitely, it's probably something I missed when I was going here. So I probably need to check this a little bit. So if clock is equal to POMO, so we said, okay, if next, so we hit this first when we're going through the first one, and we said, okay, set running false, okay. So we said, okay, if clock was POMO, which it was, this didn't go because our count was at 1. No, our count was out 2. And then we said, okay, so if not this, else, we set our time to 0, we switched our clock to short, we had our display to limit short, and then we increased our clock. Okay, then what happened is it went again, and they said, okay, we're gonna go into this if statement next time, and we said, okay, if clock is equal to short. Oh, this is probably right here. Set time 0, set clock short. Clock should not be short. If you hit it and it's short, this needs to go back to POMO. So that's one problem. And then our set limit POMO needs to go to limit POMO. Yeah, because after it goes, it needs to come back. Okay. Okay. Now, should I count the amount of short timers I do? I don't really think I need to count the amount of short timers I do. It might be important later, I guess, if you want to see overall how much time you spent. So we can put that count here, but when we're doing basic functionality, I don't think we need it. It's not going to control anything. It's just going to be something that's there. So we won't count that for now. So let's set this to 0.1. 0.1, start it. Okay, 2. Let's see if it fixes here. Technically, I should do 2 and 1 because that would make more sense. 0.2 and 0.1, but I don't know what I was doing. I was just, okay, let's see this. Okay. Now this one should make it go to 3. That's not good. It finished it, and this stayed at 0.2. Why that stayed at 0.2? Oh, I put limit short. That's why. Limit POMO. Okay, let's refresh that. And let's actually change. Oh no, we can just do it here. So let's limit short. Let's just make that 0.1. And we'll make this 0.2 seconds. Or honestly, 5. Come on, let's make it go faster. It's going. Say boom, we're on 2. Then we go to 0.1 seconds for a short timer. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay. So it said short. We set limit POMO, but even though we inputted a value, my limit POMO never changed for some reason. Okay. Input value is equal to limit. So we said, okay, target value, set limit POMO, set display to value. We put 1.5, but I didn't want to change. So I actually I think this is a problem of me not really knowing how this input works. So type number value is equal to limit POMO. So I'm assuming that's what's changing it, right? It's changing. And on change, so when you change it, const val, so we make it equals e target value. Then we set it to this val, it's not blank, it's parse float val. Then we do set display, we display our val. So why is it not working? So it should be 0.15 the second time. And we said, we'll input our number. So I think I need to check, does this change it all the time? Because I said set limit POMO. Yeah, it should. So, but it only set it to the value that was here beforehand. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not really sure how this works. I'm gonna be honest. I think this is one of the parts where I was doing it and my brain was like half not there. So this is where we gotta use our resources. And the biggest resource we're gonna use is chat. So I'm gonna be smart about this. I'm gonna ask chat, does this should this code in React change the value of limit POMO globally after the user inputs a number? Wait, let me make sure that the value I inputted before was right. I put limit POMO, okay. And that's what should get set limit POMO. And it should stay that number, but it's accessing, okay. Just making sure. Asking right now, your code only updates the state inside this component. It won't change limit POMO globally unless that state is lifted up or managed by something context, redux, stand, or passed down via props. Here's a breakdown of what your code does. Okay. Set limit POMO updates the state of the variable in this component only, or in its parent if the setter came from props. It won't automatically make the change visible on other parts of your app unless limit POMO gives in a parent component and is passed down via props, or you're using context/global state management. So any consumer can access the updated value. If your goal is for the user's input to be accessible globally, then you need to define it in a shared state. For example, lift state up, move limit POMO and set limit to a parent component, then pass them down as props. Const, so we POMO context is equal to create context function POMO provider children const limit POMO is equal to use state POMO. This is all over my head. Oh my gosh. Then inside your component, const limit POMO, set limit POMO. Quick answer: no, your code does not change limit POMO globally. It only updates it locally where the state is defined. Do you want me to show you the cleanest way to make the value available everywhere in your Pomodoro app? Probably via context. Wait, what? Do you want me to show you the cleanest way to make it visible? Is this not what it was saying? Okay, I'm just gonna say yes. Yes. So just to make sure, if I update the value from the user input, limit POMO will update globally. And I think I need to make sure, like, okay, well, that's the only time where I'm inputting something from the user and I'm changing it. Yeah, that's the only time where I'm doing that. Right? Yeah, it's the only time. That's actually good. I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that before. Yeah. So it's good that I set that to different values. That's actually pretty good. I wouldn't have noticed that. Okay. It depends on where your limit POMO state is defined. If limit POMO is just a use state inside the component of your input, then it's local. If the limit is stored in React context or some label, whatever, you're calling set limit POMO, then yes, updating value. Any component that consumes limit POMO will re-render with new value. So I think I need to ask it, what if I do this? Where is it? What if I've done this in the beginning of my... Don't look at my spelling. What if I done this at the beginning of my code? Then limit POMO is local state to the component where you defined it. I defined it in function app. So wouldn't that make it... Oh, wait, I defined it from here to here. Okay, I defined it everywhere, so shouldn't it still get updated? The input will definitely update it because you're calling, but it won't be global. Only that component and its children will see the updated value. For example, okay. Okay, but I declared it in the app. This is what I did. And I feel like this should work. So maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't want to just copy and paste the whole entire thing, though. Because to me, that just feels like I'm not learning. I don't know if I'm making it harder on myself to learn, but I wonder, because it's technically in a return, right? But this return still stays inside this function app. Okay, so I'm scared. So the way I wrote it, have function app, boom boom, there needs to be a space there. I have function app. Below that, I end up writing within the same app function, I have a return. Inside that return, I aim to update the limit pomo value as so. Is the return still part of the app function? Can they share vars? Okay, so I'm correct. The return is still inside the app function. Can see all variables declared inside that function. So yes, okay. So, and it's kind of funny because you kind of notice how it was something I noticed, like it's kind of over engineering a lot of the problems. Like, I don't know, because imagine if I didn't write any of this stuff beforehand, and then the way it said to fix it, like, I don't know, something I've just been noticing. But okay, it's just yapping. But basically, so it should work, but it's not working. It should work, but it's not working. Now, is this a problem of set display? No, because I told myself to set display val, and then we said that when we get to short and we change it, it should change to set to limit pomo. It should change to limit pomo, but it's not changing to limit pomo. If clock is short, set clock, set limit pomo to limit pomo. And it's saving to this one, which is correct, but I thought limit pomo would have changed to this guy. What happens if I change this? Okay, yeah, so it should work, but it doesn't want to change. Why does it not want to change? Okay, what should I do? I think if there was okay, two things. If there was a way where I can see the what limit pomo is, I mean, it kind of is telling me what limit pomo is, right? It's basically telling me what limit pomo is. Oh, let me check actually the actual display. Maybe there's something wrong there. Progress percent display. This could actually be the problem, where we're setting display. No, that wouldn't be the problem, because I said set display 25 to 25, set display to val e target dot value, which is targeting this value of limit pomo. Set display changes to val. Set limit pomo to val. Bro, I feel dumb. Like, why is this not working? Alright, let's try something. So we're not just staring at it. So I think what happens if I start it again? Okay, let's actually make it. It's that one. What happens if I start it again? Oh, what? It's not restarting either. Okay, there's something more wrong than I thought. Okay. What is happening? Oh, that's my OBS. Loki lost track of the variable. Okay. Let's refresh the app. Let's refresh it. Let's restart. Let's get our brain clear. Let's try. Bro, I actually don't know what to do. Okay. No. Okay, I got it. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna set this to 0.1.12. Make it a little faster. We're gonna start it. It's gonna go. Okay. It's 2. It changes 0.1 because that's my... A good thing... A good thing I can also do is I could try printing whatever clock I'm at just to make sure the clock's function is working. And then we can also print... I guess it's technically showing us whatever time we're at, but... I wonder... Yeah, because I think it would be easier if I displayed it to myself so I can see. So if I don't figure anything out here, we're going to try doing that. Displaying the time to make sure. Well, that wouldn't really help me. I need to see... Not the clock. The time. Wait. Okay. Here you go. Okay. So now this should increase to 3 because we just did our short timer. It's still set at 0.1. Which was set limit short. Wait a second, set limit POMO. Oh wait, no. That was the problem. It's staying at set limit short. That's what's happening. Set limit POMO was 25. Or 0.12. It's still setting at 0.1, so it's happening after. Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, that means okay. What happened? So we said, went through next time, right? We went through ahead, we finished it. Then after that, we came back. We said, okay, our clock is set to short. So we want to set our time to 0, set our clock to Pomodoro. That's what was wrong. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see if that fixes it. Oh my gosh, I put Pomo and it was Pomodoro. Okay. Bro, that's why. Also, I'm tired. So I'm gonna use that as a little bit as my excuse. But okay, it was because it's supposed to be Pomodoro. I was like, what? Why is it breaking? Okay, that actually makes sense. Okay, hopefully this works. Okay. I hope this works. And we need to set these values so I can actually like not. Okay, so limit short is 0.1. We're gonna type in right here 0.12. That's gonna be our long. Oh, let's make it 25. Just so like I can remember like 25. It's going. It increased. Okay, we changed it. Okay, this is working. It's at 1. Wait, no, it's at 0.1. That's working. It's at 2. We start it again. Okay, it reset. This stayed at 2, which is good. This went back to 0.1. Why is this staying at 0.1 after? We said if the clock is at Pomodoro, which it wasn't, we said we finished it. Next time, display. Or were we updating our display after we did it? We said set display became limit short. So we knew our set display was whatever the limit short was, which was 0.1, which is good. We came back. After we came back, we said, okay, we're saying if clock is equal to short, which it is. We said our set time should become 0, which worked. Okay, it reset. Our set clock should become Pomodoro, which is not working. It's not setting. No, this is working. or it's not going to limit. Is it limit Pomodoro or it's limit Pomo? Set clock should be limit Pomo. Set clock is not going to limit Pomo. It's going back to limit short. Why is it going back to limit short? Oh, because I didn't set the display. Bro. And that's what I gotta do. And that's, oh my gosh, bro. I swear, sometimes. This is what's supposed to be happening. I was like, why is it not working? But it's because I put set limit Pomo. This is what's confusing me. Because before I was thinking of using set limit Pomo as the, is what's gonna hold the current time. Because it used to be set limit minutes. And I guess apparently I'm still getting lost within that. So maybe I need better naming conventions. Okay, I put set limit Pomo, which I didn't mean to do. I meant to put set display. Okay, but that's fine. Hey, I would rather prefer that little stupid mistake than something like big and dumb. Okay, we try this with 0.125. Start it. Oh my gosh. Bro, that makes me feel so dumb. Okay. We started again. It went to 0.1. It's gonna go, it's gonna go, it's gonna go, it's gonna go, it's gonna go. Yes, okay, okay. I'm not crazy. Okay, now we gotta make sure that it increases this time, which we gotta make sure that my set count becomes +1. Yep. So we gotta make sure that the count increases, but it's gonna go, 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 it's gonna go. It went to 3. Okay. It went back to the short. Okay, okay, it's working, it's working. Okay, we had the logic. It was just something so stupid, bro. Like, okay. Then it went to 4. Got our timer. And now, okay, I think it should break, technically, because we're saying, if mod 4, right? So this is going to make it mod 4 equals 0. Then we're going to set our time to 0. We're going to set our clock to long. Our set display should display 15. Right, set display should display 15. And then when we click start, it should go, go, go. I think when it hits here, maybe it might break. We'll see what happens. But this should change to 15 minutes. Yep, okay, change to 15 minutes. Okay, that's good. I fixed it. Okay. I say fixed, but it was just like, bro, how long did that take? Okay. Okay, I got like 5 minutes left until this. That's actually crazy. It took me that long to find that bug. Oh no, that might be cooked. Okay, so now we finished the timers. So what else do I have in terms of basic functionality? One should be, okay, entering a user input for a short timer. You should be able to enter a user input as well for your long timer as well. So making sure that I add those inputs inside and make sure that those work as well. What else needs to work? We need to make sure we refresh it, because now that we put the count +1, let's ensure that our count +1. I mean, we saw it working, but let's make sure it works from the start. What else do we need? I think in terms of basic functionality that works, we also need to make sure that after we finish our 15 minutes, we go back into the Pomodoro timer, and we just keep going through that. And we can also look back at here and see, okay, what else did this do? We started it, we went to a short break, started it, short break, finish, start, short break, short break, finish, started, short break, finish, started, long break, then long break, finish, and we went back. So that's basically, we basically have the basics. After that, it comes down to, okay, making sure that it looks pretty. After that, all we have to do is make sure that it looks pretty. Let me add my little imaging to it. Let me change the background a little bit. So now we're gonna go back to styling. Oh, I need to make sure I add a nav bar at the top. So a nav bar that's gonna have tempo over timer. Kind of like how this guy has it here, but I want to have it a little bit more to the left. I'm having the settings where you should click it and you should be able to enter these values. I think this has it right here. Yeah, so we could do something like this. You can see it's like literally the same thing. So they might have also used React. I think that's what that means. But yeah, maybe we could copy this, have it look like this. This has actually like We don't need all of this, to be honest. And even I don't use like all of this. Like if you don't want to hear the alarm, you just turn it off. Color themes. I mean, color themes is pretty good. Dark mode. Maybe we want a dark mode. But yeah, so we need to make sure that we have our little setting box. Oh, the task. How could I forget? That's like the most important thing. The task. That's actually what I need to work on next. After I have it move, and then let me make sure I add the inputs for the other values. We need to make sure that we input our task, which I think should be kind of fun because it's actually gonna help us learn. I like the back end stuff, to be honest. So I think that will help us learn. Honestly, I think that's pretty good for today. Let me finish this up, and then I'll say that that's good progress for today. It was debugging stupid stuff. I hate when that type of stuff takes time, but whatever. Okay. So after the clock is long and we see that we finished and we hit our display, we gotta tell our set. We need to make sure that we set our time to 0. After we set our time to 0, we want to make sure that like everything we set our clock back to Pomodoro. After we set wait, why am I putting a semicolon here only for set time, but I don't do it for anything else? I actually don't know when to use the semicolons and when not to use it. So I need to make sure I brush up on that. Make sure I put my set display. Set display needs to change to limit Pomo. And then, so we just finished our long, set count doesn't need to go until we're at a Pomodoro, and then it goes. Wait. I'm updating my clock here because in this time I just finished the Pomodoro and we saw that we reached the end. Why am I doing it here as well? I don't think set count is supposed to, it's not supposed to increase here after you go to Pomodoro when after that Pomodoro finishes, unless I'm trying to say, so when you ask yourselves, is it going to increase when you finish a Pomodoro or when you start a Pomodoro? So what we can say, so let's see what happens here. Does it happen when I finish or when I start? So you go, come back, start, go. It does it when it turns back to the Pomodoro space. So what I could do is I could have it so when you click start, I think that honestly looks better. Like you click start, and if you're within a Pomodoro, then it goes. And I also think that will make it look a lot cleaner and probably make a lot more sense. So let's go to our button where we have it. And then where's my start button? Start right here. So button class on click set running true. And what we should do is also, oh no. Can you put an if statement inside a button in React? So you can say when you click this button, if you're here, let me see. Let me ask, can you put an if statement on a button in React? Absolutely, you can put an if statement or logic. Blah, 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 on click. Okay, I think I've already done that for something beforehand. But okay, so we say on click equals, so how does it say to format it? On click, you put your little brackets, then you put okay, then you do okay. So we do set running true. So what happens if you have multiple conditions? What do you do? So you say if else add button. Wait, what if I have multiple conditions? So if I want it to set running true and do more than just that. So this is for everything. Let me just put the if statement here and see what happens. So let's put if. Do I need to put these around the if? Yep, okay, parentheses around the if. Yeah. If we're to say, okay, button is equal to, no, not button. If we're gonna say, let's give it up. If clock is equal to Pomodoro. And what does it want? Okay, yeah. If clock is equal to Pomodoro, then I want to set count to count plus 1. And we also set our running to true as well, and then we end up everything. We have this if. This should not be here. This should be, this one to make sure it was right. This should be here. Okay, that's a problem. Because all I want to say Oh no, wait. I think that was right actually. We're going here. Oh no, yes, I'm right. Okay. This is encompassing this. This is encompassing this as it did before. Okay, I think this should make it work. Okay. Let's refresh it. Let's set this to 25. Oh, no. 0.5. 25. Start. No. Ho, 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 ho. It needs to start at 1. So we can start it. So now we can start it at 0. So that when you click it, it goes to 1. Oh. See, I like that. I like that a lot better. And we're doing something a little different. I like that. I like that. Oh, what happened here? Why does it look like that? Boom. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. Go. So this is your short. Okay. Comes. Wait, why'd it go to 4? Oh, because I'm still updating my count below hand. So this will make it a lot easier. Just do it all in one place. Yeah, the less code, the better. Less code, the better. Or I'm not sure if that's always better in every situation. Okay. Okay. We go. 2, I like that. Yeah, it's a little different. I like it. Should it start at 0? I think starting at 0 is fine. I like it when you click start, then it goes. Let's go 125. Started it. Let's go. Yeah, this is a lot of waiting. I think I would save time if I made this go faster. But it's fine. Plus, I like to see the animation. Okay, so this is where it should go to the long timer. Yes. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's actually good. Okay. Yeah, so that's going to be it for today. I'm going to do some homework. And then, like 11 o'clock is usually my cutoff for some things. So, yeah. Just to sum up what we did today. We just debugged this and made sure that it worked. I think what I should have done beforehand is I should have sat down and actually read my code. I think what I did is I tried to go too into it and just try to start off assuming that I was right last time. I know my logic was right. I just didn't check because a lot of times I make stupid syntax mistakes or I'll put the wrong variable or something and I'll have the right idea in my head. So I should have started off by reading what I did first because sometimes I don't do that. Like I'll start something but I won't go top to bottom and actually see what's wrong. So I should have done that. I should have read, make sure I understood everything I did, make sure I looked for anything. And from there, that process would have been a lot quicker. But I do think I was good at solving my problem and making sure that I didn't overcomplicate it. Especially in the case where I was wondering why this input wasn't working over here. I think that was pretty good because I knew I was looking at chat. I'm like, it doesn't need to be that serious, you know what I mean? So I think I did a good job at managing both using my resources and my brain. I think my debugging could have been better. I didn't need to spend that much time for like a stupid syntax mistake. Like imagine I'm at a job and like I put the wrong, like, oh my gosh, that scares me. But yeah, this is part of the process. So yeah, all I can do is hope that I get better. So yeah.